There's so much to talk about when it comes to dislike button. So many facts just pop out and connect with this concept. It must be bad. It must be a bad concept. And most importantly, I'm probably like the most disliked person on the internet, by the way. This video is re-upload. You see, I've done a grave mistake. I'm a European who speaks English. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. What happened to me? Why would I do that, man? Why would I try to be just like you guys? I didn't thought it was gonna be that hard, and I will be kicked out of society just naturally, you know? This really should remind you of cancel culture. The idea that people can just collectively decide to not like you, and that you should just give up and feel like shit, you know? I believe Facebook showed up after YouTube, and Facebook is like, we don't want the dislike button. That's kind of like not important. How about not have one at all? And it's like, wow, that was a fucking brilliant move. Crazy how that works, guys. Who would think that in a social platform you want to avoid giving ants the tools to spread negativity? And I mean ants. I mean ants. I mean useless fucking pieces of shit who gonna dislike this video because they can. But I can. But I have so much power to be a fucking useless piece of shit with a little bit of power. That's too much for you. I would still argue, this is too much power. To actually incentivize people to dislike, to find things that they don't like, too much power, and it has been taken away from YouTube. And it's like, wow, it makes the platform better. Crazy, right? There's a history of, negative things being taken away. Like guns don't exist in Europe because we're poor and we don't want rich people to have guns. Yeah, that's the reason. Obviously. In America, you have the privilege to have guns all over the place. You probably have a few guns in your pocket right now. But having this across the internet is a little bit of an excess privilege, I'm not gonna lie. Most people who come into the internet, they don't care about this fucking button. They don't care about your social justice bullshit. This is literally just American thing, I swear. In Europe, we used Facebook a lot more. We kind of gotten used to yeah, I'm not gonna. I personally don't run around disliking videos at all. I remember now, that shit is impossible. You don't even see your dislikes. Like, you're not even being productive. It's crazy. So you just see me open some random person on the internet. Yeah. Yeah, very random, guys. I happen to be smart. I happen to actually put things into my brain cells, not from science, but I put it together by myself. This is a unique idea, and I'm opening a can of worms that dislike button not gonna return anytime soon. And you're listening to an idea of YouTube CEO. I have esteemed to be YouTube CEO whenever someone says, hey dude, do you want to be YouTube CEO right now? In this chair right now? Start being YouTube CEO for us right now? I'll be being right there. Right that moment when someone asks. So dislike button not gonna return, and anyone can debate me about it. If you think you have a good fucking reason, I want to laugh at your fucking face. Alright? I want to kick you out of that debate after like a third fucking reason that you say. Because it is so impossible to argue for negativity. Yeah, weapons, if they go to smart people, and not just people in general, these are weapons, bro. Anything negative is a weapon. And it's, please give me weapon. That's what it is. That's what internet wants, dude. And give me weapon. I like weapon. Me stabby stab. It's crazy. Me take this thumb and stabby stab your eyeball. Ah. Now, nobody's gonna explain why they press the button, so it literally has no meaning. It's just like bullying. You know, it's online bullying. Because that's what people want to do. They don't just do this, they also leave mean comments. Online bullying is just a natural thing people want to do. All of which has to be taken away from these fuckers because they did it. They've done it. All right? You've done it, guys. You don't have to do it again. It's fucking boring. Okay, when you do it again. I'm done listening to that fucking bullying bullshit. And it's almost like I'm the victim. That's why. That's why, bro. That's why I have esteem. I probably should not have been a victim of all of this. But I put out myself into your fucking environment, into your playground, and I realized you don't play very nice. Even though Americans are known to be nice. But it's like you watch their content, it's good, but you watch their behavior, you watch their manners, it is trash. It is drug addicts who steal stuff. That's what it is, bro. So unfortunately, me spank Americans right now, specifically, they're very unique creatures in this situation. And I've created this very simple matrix to remind you guys that while the content keeps getting better that you produce, you keep getting more privileges to get better games for less money, basically, because people actually review the games and they can tell you what is the best game to play right now. You're getting more and more privilege to not listen to anyone, including me, including when I'm fucking warning you guys that I know exactly why dislike buttons should not exist. Exactly, and I will stand by it. And I will defend these ideals. And people who defend ideals of a platform, guess what happens to them? They get power. I'll be able to dislike you fucking 100 times more. You know? If I'll dislike you back, people will see it. You see, if I come to power, there's gonna be a reward system and there's gonna be a punishment system. And that shit's gonna shine from a mile away. If I punish someone or rewarded someone, if someone is a fucking React content leech of the platform, everyone will see it. Everyone gonna be like hovering and be like, oh, brother, someone really disliked this person, yikes. The authorities dislike. They will finally be able to interact with authorities and understand what the fuck is going on. Because some people lived their lives. They didn't fucking live in privileged worlds. It's fine if you can do just that. But most people are so fucking arrogant, they bump into other people's content and be like, what is this? What is this? And the internet has one thing to say, to ask you basically. Whenever you do something stupid, are you American? That's what internet asks you. When you do anything stupid, and unfortunately, yeah, we will start identifying the problem very quickly. Are you American? Because like that sounds very stupid. Right now, unfortunately, are you American is used as an insult for people who don't educate. You don't get brainwashed. And that's very unfortunate because that's not a very smart thing. And like, Jesus Christ, man. So don't worry about it. Europeans are not smarter. They're kind of fucking annoying as well. Because they're not can't find the problem. Brainwashing the fact that someone believes flat earth That's them actually going beyond their education. They want to know more, not less. It fucking is crazy, dude. Or like not knowing the water cycle. It's like water cycle is so interesting, might as well learn it from TikTok, from other people. I don't know. Water turns into clouds and somehow clouds create rivers. Wow, and those rivers come back to the fucking oceans. Water, people are surprised how it works, and it's like, yeah, it's cool. And then random European is gonna be like, are you American? No, me punch your facials. Fuck off. People want to learn this over and over again. That's also a water cycle of just learning the same thing over and over again. Just seeing more examples of the same thing so you don't fucking forget. You can forget things. You can forget chess moves. Oh no, bro. You can forget memes. Everything has to be reminded all the time. Which is why I do rewinds. Wow, crazy. How did you figure that out? Yeah, dude. Reminded. Remind you of something that fucking existed on YouTube. And not move on, but stack it on top of history, you know? I'm terrible at it because I'm doing it at a very personal level. Okay. I'm crafting my own rewinds. And it's not gonna be good for a very long time, right? But maybe this year will be good. Who knows? I'm trying to be better every time. I'm trying to improve. I give myself more time, maybe, and I have better technology to do good stuff. Did you know that by subscribing, you're disliking me very much? Because I have to work that much harder now. So do that, please. Anyway, so the manners going down. The greatest inequality is this. Manners going down and entitlements going up. But people don't understand what the sacrifice was. Inflation is the sacrifice. This is the inflation. This is literally the inflation. Right here. In your face. The difference can be so great that it turns into apocalypse. That is the ego inflation. You want more for less effort. That's the problem. Can you understand? It's so simple. But back in the day, houses were like affordable. Adjusted to inflation, and we're so productive right now. Robots are productive. You're not productive. You're not earning money. You're a fucking influencer at best. Holy shit, man. And you're bad at being an influencer. People are not productive, bro. People think college degree is productivity, bro. It's not. It's debt. It's someone else's productivity because they have to teach this shit out of you, you know? And apply debt that you deserve because you should have been out there in the world and spending your friendships and all these cool things to be able to achieve something and create workspaces. You create workspaces, not just work. But basically, like, yeah, one of your friends establishes in a workspace, then you establish, then you invite other people, and bam, slam. Strong unit of working people in a specific category. And you still expand your horizons. You don't stop there because money is the reward system currently. Okay, but people have a hard time with money. They have a real hard time, I understand. Okay, that's a worldwide issue. A regular person is going to have the worst time when it comes to handling money because money just kind of fucking evaporates. You know, it turns into cigarettes, into alcohol, and dislike buttons. Because fuck yeah, dude. You gonna sit on your ass and enjoy social media in a negative way. You gonna waste your own fucking time and someone else's time. My video is sponsored by me being angry. And that's represented by this thing that can actually block the dislike button successfully. Who would have thought, right? That's what happens. Or that could happen, by the way. That could happen. Someone can get angry if they have the capacity to be angry. If they have the capacity to feel disrespected, then you're in trouble, my friends. They will hold a grudge. And I can't wait to collect that shit too. You know? This is why Mr. Beast drama happens every year. Someone's holding a grudge. Ah, yes. Someone is always trying to cancel Mr. Beast, unfortunately. And while not everyone is successful, it just shows where Mr. Beast is at. Because the patience kind of runs out eventually, right? Mr. Beast is a narcissist who thinks that the only thing, the worst thing that could happen is that he has to work hard. But he will always succeed. Because he will never be hated. He actually admits of taking care of whoever hates them. Whoever hates Mr. Beast, that he actually cares a lot about that shit. Of like, maybe the guy has a good criticism, you know? Like, he never feels like the hate is literally justified and there's no way around it. That you can't just work harder. That you have to give yourself up. You have to give up your crown. Your ideals, because you're wasting space and time and you cannot fucking be a king forever. But nobody fucking put down good enough arguments to dethrone Mr. Beast. And this ain't about fucking disliking the guy. This comes afterwards, obviously. You can do it if there's like a social norm to it. There's no social norm saying, hey, dislike this random guy. You know, that will feel good. That's an important thing to do. No one fucking told you to do that. There's one thing to tell you about this. You're not saving anyone. Oh no. People have to save themselves. It's capitalism. You're not saving anyone. You're not doing a service to anyone by running around disliking with your fucking extensions, bro. Hey, dude, you gotta save yourself. You gotta have that extension called ad blocker and the dislike shower. You know? Dislike shower. Let's go. It kind of turned around where, like, even it's still mentioned to this day in the newest drama. And if you know, you know. I support iDubbbz all the way. Oh, come on. Why triple B, dude? What the fuck? I tried to adopt double B, but, like, apparently it's triple B. iDubbbz gotta be cancelled for this shit. Oh my god. No, I'm literally trying to type in his name properly, and I'm like, I can do double B, but triple B? That's where things get really fucking nasty in my brain. A lot of letters in English are not only silent, but they are fucking annoying. Like, typing triple or double letters is the most annoying thing you can do. And yeah, this guy looks like a piece of shit. Alright? This guy looks fucking weird. But H3 looks way worse. He seems to live a much more privileged life in general, and you kind of want to avoid people like that. You want to avoid people like this, and you sort of like questioning people like this because they probably lived like this, because they look like this. It's kind of weird, right? They still might have lived in a privileged life, but then now they look like this, right? They have fought their demons. That's how they look like. So this is not much of a transition. It's actually still very similar person to this. And the way this guy behaves, it's like, holy shit, you are a piece of shit still. You know, but at least you understand the internet kind of structure, and you can talk about ands to the point where I'm like, yeah, I agree. That's completely true. This is one of the first domination episodes of this guy talking about ants. Yep. And it really fucking stings when ants have actual stingers. Do you want ants to have stingers in nature? Man, you gotta choose. You gotta pick and choose, my friends. Because if you have this, we also have stinging ants. See, if I create this, like, approve this, disapprove reward structure, maybe I will allow people to click the button. Alright? And they will basically approve by themselves on their own terms. That this is a strong decision that someone approves. Okay, maybe you can approve and disapprove. I don't know. So it gets reviewed. Like, there has to be serious things. And this, like, channel wide. If I put this, I put it on the channel. To warn everyone. It's like a verified badge. But someone gets to do the negative things. And people have to understand that some people can be responsible of negative things. Literally, Content Cop is supposed to be, like, responsible for negative things, which is why iDubbbz disowned it, because he doesn't want to be negative. But then he realized there is something he wants to do after all. There is a reason to use Content Cop versus someone, you know, that makes him feel like shit. And then he's like, shit, I have to defend myself. That's a whole other level of Content Cop that you have not seen before. It's one thing to chase after sludge of the internet. It's another thing to have to defend yourself. Which is why the Content Cop was that much better and not worse. You just didn't take it seriously. And the only thing you want to do is, like, which video do I dislike first? So people, you know, unite successfully. And the funny thing is, no matter how fucking you trying to unite people, the morality comes first. No matter what you fucking try to do. And iDubbbz's gonna be, like, potentially even listening. And he kind of referred to my video. Almost. Because I support the damn poor guy. Now he's poor. Now he's poor because he's not being supported by nobody. Alright, and I have to defend people like that. I get power again! Again, bro! Sorry if that sounds stupid, but, like, I don't get that power. Okay? I don't get power to sound good, unfortunately. When I click a button, I'm not Ethan, bro. I'm not as good as Ethan. You click button and you do things. We have to steal some power, too. So morality comes first, basically meaning that the society's twisted. It still has to be untwisted. People have to actually explain themselves now of, like, actually, I don't have anything to apologize for. You're just stupid. And being stupid can become retardation, which is dangerously stupid. The excess amount of stupid. And while women are trying to desperately deny that word from existing, why would they try to do that? Because this whole fucking time, they would spend their effort, women would spend their effort to try and clean the dictionary, basically. Of, like, don't use the word retarded. Please don't use the word retarded. I know, man. But don't use the word retarded. And unfortunately for them, now I can. Now we're in the fucking situationship where retarded is the middle name. Where there's no escape from this word. Where you have to face you being dangerously stupid. And endangering other people too. Mostly me, because you might waste 5 seconds of my fucking life. I'm not getting back those 5 seconds, unfortunately. And the only thing I have to do is ban you, basically, because you fucking open your mouth to dislike harder. Oh, wow. At least I did that, actually. It's kind of helpful. I can't ban 3 billion people Or 300 million people. Oh, how many? There's fucking toxic sludge in America. It's like it's 10%. What is it? I can't, but I kind of can. I'll just employ someone to do that. How long will it take to ban 30 million people? Every second. Okay, I would have to ban 500,000 every minute. I would have to ban. Okay. Every hour. That's in one day. Every hour. Every second of every day. Of one day. I would have to ban 300. Okay, so. And you know what comes next? If I ban in 1 year, one person, 1 second, in 1 second, I will ban everyone from YouTube who is a piece of shit. And honestly, I'm willing to do that. And I probably can. That's probably possible. Holy shit, man. That's probably one of those Mr. Beast videos where the impossible becomes possible, dude. I actually will potentially trigger people to foam out of their mouth, and I'll be like, oh, I can ban you now because you have mental illness. And you're still gonna project that onto me. Well, unfortunately, you can't anymore. It's the apocalypse. I know exactly what's going on, and I can call retard when retard happens. Yep. Not much you can do anymore. And then you would try and use of like, how could this person become like famous by doing stuff like this? Oh my god, bro. You can't do that. You're never gonna be like popular. Oh my god, bro. People use every manipulation tactic imaginable. They create a fucking wall of manipulation to try and get more of this privileged lifestyle for free, for cheaper. That's what they try to do. They try to use the negativity to actually create more positivity, which is crazy, right? That's not how it works. You just do destruction. You basically destroy things that you don't like with the nearest weapon that you have. So, we sort of like talking about cancel culture, by the way, and it's important to understand when it started. Yeah, I already uploaded this video, and it's like, it's not even remotely close and how much angry I'm supposed to actually be about this. It's crazy. Also, I do feel like Asmongold would have to react to every single one of my videos. Like, he would actually have to suck it up, you know? Bend over, suck it up. And learn things, because he likes learning things, right? He likes improving his life, right? Because he's one of those, like, unfortunate cases that need to improve their life, right? Most people don't think so. Most people don't think I have a place in society. That's the problem that happens all the time of like, no, not you, bro. We don't want you, though. We want everyone else but you, actually. So get the fuck out of here. We want these little children playing fucking either Minecraft, Roblox, or some stupid 2D game. Wait, it literally doesn't show up? Well, I guess it's not as popular as I thought it would be. Let's change conversation to cancel culture, because that's just always there. And people have multitude of emotions when it comes to canceling people. They want it and they don't want it at the same time. And the actual consensus is that we have to protect the 1%. We have to protect the billionaires, you know? We gotta take the bullet for the billionaire. I've seen this face and I will protect it by all cost, no matter what it takes. I will be the internet messiah, basically, and I will spread disease just to protect this one guy. That's actually still the consensus, and cancel culture still does not exist. Because it don't got effects on anyone. Cancel culture literally was invented to stop one guy. You know what I'm talking about, right? So, if it was invented to stop one guy and couldn't fucking do that, then it don't fucking exist, doesn't it? Did it stop Jake Paul? Did it work? Not really. It's not really working out, guys. Did it cancel Logan Paul? Nope. It's not working out, guys. They're not getting canceled hard enough. Why is that? Because dislikes are not even that strong. They're just getting in the way. They're a nuisance. You're pretending to be a part of something when you're not a part of anything. Because it doesn't work in the end. There's no actual effect to all of this. It's just like, oh, you're just a fucking hater. You're just a piece of shit. You basically put yourself in the category of you being a piece of shit. Because you have nothing backing you, basically. You don't even have a fucking random insult backing you. And I'm kind of in the same category of being incel, of like, I'm pretty fucking mad. I don't have a good life. I don't know what to do with my life to make it that much better. You know? Most of the time you get a good job and your life is suddenly better. But everyone is also complaining that they have to go through fucking humiliation process to get a job. A job, bro. And what about blowjob? What, will I be incel forever? That sounds pretty fucking bad. Wait, guys, if it sounds bad, I have to click this button. Press dislike if it sounds bad, you know. All the time. Every fucking time you feel uncomfortable, you have to press dislike, bro. Now, obviously, I'm no longer talking to the audience that would press the dislike. These people are not patient. They will not sit around. They'll just bounce. These people are fucking weird-ass addicts, bro. They seriously will run around and bounce around just to find another good video to be addicted to, basically. Another skibbity moment for themselves. Of like, give it to me, bro. Talk about space. Talk about science. Talk about all these, like, facts and shit. Let me cram that into my brain cells. And everyone else gets the diss if they don't fucking do that. If they don't bend over and deliver the addictive material, basically, that fucking idiots are looking around for. That is being dangerously stupid because you're not promoting good material, you're promoting an addictive substance of the internet. And so there's a consequence of that, of your cancel culture don't fucking work. It don't work though. Shouldn't you want to have that? Oh shit. You don't got it though. It don't work. Only capitalism works. Which is why this video is sponsored by Prime. Energy drink? I don't know. Sponsored, bro. Sponsored by them haters. Priming me with anger. Absolutely. And there's also all sorts of flavors of that too. Look at that red flavor. Look at that someone's flag flavor. Beautiful. He lied. He's a loser. He couldn't even cancel Mr. Beast. Bruh, like he did pretty good job. No. No? He did pretty good attempt. And then it takes another European to be like, nah, we can do better. We can do better later. Next year, Mr. Beast. Alright? And then a lot of drama YouTubers are like howling, basically. They're dog packing. Of like, okay, dude, but can you like release the third video, please? Like, don't stop. Don't be a fucking douche. Just keep keep smashing Mr. B. Maybe it will work. Maybe one of those things will actually like work out. You gotta keep grinding now. If the third one don't succeed, you start grinding. Alright, you start fucking trying to achieve something. But no, you get lawsuits though. Oh shit, man. What do we do now? So cancel culture, still cancelled. Still not working out very well. There's like big battles happening on this platform, and you just gonna content cops? What? What do you mean? Oh, that's oh. I guess he played the role like it. I don't know. I kind of just realized that. By the way, this is still American privilege to even put on a fucking police suit. Like, where do you get that shit? Still have to pay like $50 and have it delivered to you. Fucking hell, dude. That's privilege. That's something that I can't think about. My brain does not comprehend buying shit like that. Alright, cool. He gets to do that too. Just buying a costume for the sake of a I can't comprehend that shit. I'm sorry, guys. I want to be the guy who gets to be listened to by all the other means except showing my face. Can we fucking do that, please? What are the means? I need a police hat. I can sort of do that. I can get a virtual one. And guess what you shouldn't be fucking doing? Is trying to cancel a policeman. Is trying to fucking throw dislikes at him. He just did his thing, you know? He just uploaded his content cop video. And the funny thing is, eventually came the time where iDubbbz just canceled himself of like, well, the world is nice and peaceful, so it's time for me to cancel myself. And then he comes back swinging because it ain't no fucking peaceful anymore. Alright? It ain't no peaceful. It's toxic garbage right now in the world. There are wars happening. So of course it's gonna trickle down to some YouTube drama. And as long as you come from a simple angle of like, my friend happens to be very toxic and has a shitty podcast, can we just run away from that guy? Because holy shit, what is happening here? Bro has a shitty podcast where he brags about having diarrhea across his entire family. So there's no even healthy people in his family. Get the fuck out of here, dude. And probably some bullshit drama happened before the diarrhea, because diarrhea doesn't just happen to strong immunity people. It happens to fucking losers who are toxic online, who waste their energy doing fucking negative things. Every time you press a dislike button, one of your brain cells cannot protect you anymore. One of your brain cells stop making smart decisions. Unfortunately, that's why I call out retardation, dangerously stupid. You gotta fucking learn to avoid being dangerously stupid. Unfortunately, cops and people are dangerously stupid. They can make all kinds of crashes right now. Nobody knows how to stop the fucking car anymore. But you can always stop stupid internet behavior. You can always discourage that behavior in a mass cancellation. First, for cancel culture to work, we have to cancel all the shitty people who re-enable cancel culture by allowing someone like Jake Paul to just say, oh, them haters. You know, oh, them haters, they can't do nothing. They don't exist actual in the real world. They can't punch you. You know? Even Mike Tyson ain't no fucking hater. Yeah, Jake Paul seemingly was the first time someone had to be cancelled. The Paul brothers is the moment where YouTube Rewind started fucking up, basically, where people were cringing at YouTube Rewind. And eventually ends up like sort of being clean, but it's clean because it's political. So it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing, bro? Why are you adding politics? And the funny thing, it fucking was necessary to add politics. There's nowhere else to go. It's like YouTube has made all the money in the world. Where the fuck else do we go? So the only thing YouTube can do is just be like, wait, one moment, bro. No, just wait. Let everyone make money. That's the thing about capitalism. We can just wait until people make money, right? There's a thing called like 1%. can be defeated, can be caught up to. We just gotta wait a little bit. Alright? And then enough people have a chance to not only make the YouTube rewind, which is very hard for me, and by the time I can make the YouTube rewind, it is gonna be the rewind, the best thing on the internet. But I still have to, like, really fight my demons personally. And fight all of you guys, because apparently there's more bad than good! Also, learn how to press like. You have survived this fucking far. I don't know why this matters, to be honest. I don't care about any of these fucking buttons, they just waste my time. Well, I guess you can press that shit. Yeah, I would go one step forward and just be like, I don't care about likes either. Because they already have been tainted. They don't mean much. You know? It's just another useless button, basically. It's really unfortunate, but we don't actually have meaningful things on YouTube. Everything is getting destroyed by cancel culture, meaning that it's more dangerous, it's more bad than good. It doesn't actually fucking target the right things in the right way. In order for cancel culture to work, you have to actually find people who can deliver not hateful material, but actually decent criticism. And to deliver decent criticism, it is just like a boxing match, which is why it's so difficult to fucking cancel these fools. Because they like boxing, they like actually intense confrontation. They're almost like ready, they're built for this. They understand what to wait for. That if the real hater shows up, that hater will disrupt their ability to be boxers, to their ability to be human beings anymore. That can defend themselves. They won't be able to do that. They're just gonna be fucking eating chips and being depressed and shit. They're gonna go through a divorce or some bullshit like that. Cancellation is gonna just deliver the consequences almost through the person that they're trying to cancel. Because that's how powerful criticism can be. I mean, the person would just feel so fucking bad, they will cancel themselves. So the only thing you have to do is fucking wait. Let people fucking breathe, bro. Let them catch up. There's so many rich people in the world, and they gotta be fucking leeched. Someone is gonna lose their wealth, while someone else gains wealth, and all of a sudden, this 1% rules the world. Don't fucking happen. As outrageous as it's happening right now, where everyone is being defended, where every time I fucking do any criticism, I just get more haters, basically. And guess what? I just feel the same way as Jake Paul. I'll be on the side of fucking demons then. And just hit harder, you know? So you can see there's a whole story of dislike becoming this like a collective hive mind of cancellation, of trying to make people feel bad. But because people are always on their toes to dislike someone, it don't mean anything anymore. Because I see you do bullshit things as a European. I'm like, I see you do American things on me. And that's really fucking stupid. And you should be using a little bit more brain cells to be able to actually be effective in your behavior. Whatever you're trying to achieve, the best thing you can try to achieve is cancel culture. And unfortunately, that has been unsuccessful forever. Except with the thing that you don't like the most. YouTube Rewind was successfully removed. And it's like, wait, that's what cancel culture does? Yeah. What the fuck do you think would happen? Bro quit YouTube. Bro discovered YouTube. And after Rewind, bro quit YouTube. That's what happens. Because every time you dislike, you're playing with a toy called People don't like me, but why they don't like me? Well, why do they not like me, though? I don't know. I should know? What's going on? You're playing with confusion. So instead of cancel culture, you just have a culture of confusing people. Of like, what did I do? And then people try to become better NPCs. NPC influencers who try to do everything right. Who try to just follow the status quo. Whatever the fuck that means. I learned that because people are doing that, but I don't even know what the fuck that means. It's just like the normal fucking political stance. And clean content. You know. Sheen happens to be a person who deserved his cancellation because he's a piece of shit. You know, but these narcissists, they know what they can get away with. They know they can be piece of shit gay people. And it's like, wow, you're really getting away with this one. They want the spicy things much more than anyone else, them narcs. So it's natural that they are gonna be the ones who will toy. They will toy with your cancel culture of like, oh, you have big gun. Oh, it's not working though. It's not working. So why the fuck are you doing something that doesn't even work? It don't even fucking work. Every single narcissist is like inviting that into their lives. And I have to remind you guys, this is where it started. People gotten like really upset, and it's like, how the fuck do I hate Donald Trump across the Facebooks of the world, where dislike button don't even exist? How do we start canceling things? How do we take over Facebook? Like this was the fucking initiative to actually take over Facebook and clean up all the fucking political right-wing bullshit. It has been started to accelerate of like, I really hate this guy. We have to do so. I hate this guy. Ah! Ah! They started screaming and they started panicking, bro. Donald Trump was the one to challenge, yet again, do you have enough dislike energy to actually cancel someone from winning politics? And unfortunately for you guys, the dude won twice. Because no matter what the fuck you try to do in the negative space, you're so disconnected from all the positive things that you should be doing to actually have genuine influence. Because again, this is your life. You have so many positive things while you're dumping on other people. Why you don't fucking use your privilege properly. You know? Kindness is the only thing that fucking hurts. Homeless person is not gonna flip upside down and not gonna feel canceled when you just walk past him. And you know, this is the ending of our story. Homeless person not gonna give you a fuck if you just walk across the street and don't look at the fucking dude. He don't gonna give a fuck. The only time homeless person gives a fuck is like, oh, this guy is trying to give me something. Fuck. I hate that shit when that happens. That's when you hurt the homeless person. When you try to give him something. Only acts of kindness can actually defeat poor people. If you really think someone is poor, someone is in a bad spot, giving things is gonna hurt more than try to take things away. Try to cancel me. Wow. Can I not make videos anymore? Can I not upload on YouTube? Can I not exist in the way that I fucking exist? What is the problem? Where's the biggest problem? What is the fucking highest priority problem? Tell me why. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. I know why. I think you're just afraid to change your stupid brain. I don't know what rhymes, guys. I don't know what rhymes. But it's probably a new word never been invented before. The thing that hurts the most, the thing that brings homeless person into tears is kindness, unfortunately. And even TikTok can't provide kindness. It can only provide, well, I'm kind because I earn money out of this. All right? I'm helping people because it earns me money. It's understandable that that's what's gonna be happening, especially in the apocalypse of like, well, that's just what we can do right now. We can help people because it gives us money. It makes us morally righteous, and like we're upheld by this morality that people have. They want to help, but someone has to actually do it. And I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. Look at me. This is the culture that we live in right now. And it's being constantly mocked and attempted to cancel because it's not honest, but it is doing something in the end. It's still giving awareness. So, my message to you, my friends, you have not tried that other thing. Maybe you will like my content in the end if you allow me to succeed instead of fail all the time, instead of fucking accept failure. Just accept this nasty button that we clicked. Oh, oopsies. My dislike ratio is always below 50%. It is barely 10% in most situations. The only time you can go above 50% if you work your ass off. If you kill yourself, basically. That's when you get 50+%. Suicide. Work so hard that your head explodes. Just to beat the 50% ratio, you're still not going to be the best in the world. You're still not going to be Usain Bolt when you wake up one day, you know? It's like, I will run. You're not as fast as Usain Bolt. And it's like, oh shit, you're going to dislike me because I'm not the best in the fucking world, do you? That's what I'm pissed off. Everything connects, my friends. The hatred towards billionaires connects with this, with the failure of cancel culture. Because it provides you with this kind of addictive substance of like, I can hate, even though my hate has zero effect and even negative effect of what the hate is supposed to actually achieve. And what the hate is supposed to achieve is delete all the bad stuff, attack all the bullshit things in the world, and it's not doing that at all. So in the end, my friends, I try to do it. I try to do what you guys can't. My anger is trying to achieve things that you guys can't. None of you guys are doing any of the shit that I'm doing. And after uploading 1,000 videos, no fucking YouTuber still acknowledged my existence, basically. Maybe except Technoblade, because he's dead enough to actually acknowledge that I exist. Wow, thank you very much. At least someone cares, you know? You have to be literally dead to care. Or literally die to care. You need to be levels of suicide to actually understand where I'm coming from. Remove dislikes is good, actually. And you know it's a fucking troll video. You know it's a troll. You know it's gonna make me 10 times more angrier. You know we're gonna get that American culture in our assholes right now. Straight in our ass. That's where I eat from. That's where I eat American food from.
For saving me, YouTube.
The funny you don't know. You don't know who gets dislikes, bro. You don't know.
No problem, little Billy. Now everyone will love your video.
Liberating.
Hi, YouTube. I had a friend who was choking on some food, and the first result for the Heimlich maneuver gave me incorrect steps, and now he's dead, and
It doesn't happen, dude. It does not happen. People don't buy what doesn't work. Like, this is literally misinformation of how dislikes work and the effect dislikes actually have on society. This is literally disinformation. Because I can see it firsthand of people are disliking me all the time and not telling me what I can do for them. Besides, oh shit, I shouldn't have learned English or how to use computer. That's the only thing I'm fucking learning from this experience. That, oh shit, I've done everything wrong and my life has no fucking meaning. at this point, might as well choke to death anyways. It was correct move anyway. Someone dying in your fucking life, that's exactly what should have happened. So even with the disinformation, the extreme fucking examples, basically, of like, oh shit, dislikes save the world. Because of course I'll be fucking mad at this, bro. Of course, there's no escape. Up my ass, this American culture goes, bro.
And the first result for the Heimlich maneuver gave me incorrect steps, and now he's dead, and I would have known quicker that it was a bad video if I'd seen the dislikes. That's just my opinion.
You really want to ruin little Billy's dreams of being a big YouTuber?
This is political propaganda, basically. That's what it is. It's crazy. How can you tell propaganda? I spent 1 fucking hour giving you context. Context is how you avoid propaganda. Alright? Context. And the funny thing is, it's not about what clips you show. It is, and not how much clips you show. Not press pause and play. Oh my god, you just press pause and play video. No, I expressed myself. That's what I fucking did. You can't do that in 1 hour. You cannot address every single issue in 1 fucking minute, bro. You're just gonna spread proper fucking ganda, and this guy probably will have to be deleted. That's how bad it is. It's not about fucking dislike. It's literally fucking dude spreading fucking disease. Alright, cool. And he wants that. He likes that. Why would you fucking care about that shit? Because you established 1% piece of fucking shit. And you literally hate the small person. You know? You have to read it for what it is. If you're just gonna sit there and just gonna take it, then propaganda wins. If you don't fucking take it...
By scaring him with dislikes?
Like, by the way, YouTube simply taken away one of your fucking toys that didn't fucking have any positive impact to the platform, and some people will spread propaganda of like, oh shit, it was so valuable, it was so important for us, bro. We lost such an important feature of we don't know how to use brain cells, you know? The brain cells don't fucking work right now, but if the dislike actually appeared as a possibility for us, our brains would work so much better. It would be so much better on this platform if we just have this negative fucking ability. And as you can tell, it's the magical fucking world of misinformation. Oh shit, but what about misinformation, man? How do we deal with misinformation? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is where the cancel culture came from. But everyone will be misinformed. Oh shit, Twitter got bought by Elon Musk. Because you don't stand on firm ground when you just scream misinformation on something. That's not good enough, bro. None of your business. You shouldn't care too much. You should just like dislike and move on. But people still care. People still fucking cry about it. In the moment, when they lose something, they cry because that's American propaganda of just cry and destroy their fucking house when someone take your phone away. This is the level of privilege that Americans actually live by. And take anything away from them and they're gonna turn into fucking demons. So you literally have to boil them like frogs that they are. The green fucking shit frogs.
Dreams of being a big YouTuber by scaring him with dislikes?
That'd be scary, bro. You gotta choose. You gotta choose between maybe you're smart enough to not get in trouble in the fucking first place. Maybe you're smart enough to prepare yourself beforehand and understand what logically works and what fucking doesn't work. This is misinformation. This is it. What is trying to fucking point finger at. It's crazy to me. You want to be prepared. You want to feel confident that you can save someone. You're not going to be trying to save anyone most of the time, unfortunately. And you're going to be blaming some fucking random event in your life. But this is so much propaganda. I can't, bro. I can barely survive this shit. This is the biggest dislike on the fucking platform right now. I asked for dislike button. removed, and I got it. I got that shit, bro. I got it up my ass.
Actually, aren't the majority of videos that get massive amounts of dislikes from mega corporations?
No!
Oh yeah, mega corporations, guys. It's that YouTuber over there that people actually care about so fucking much. And we really need to, like, dislike mega corporations, yeah. To feel power over them at some point. We just grasp for power all the time. And authorities know exactly when power becomes abusive. Now, I don't care about corporations, and it's not gonna fucking change my life whether they get dislikes or not. Don't fucking matter to me. Moving on.
I mean, YouTube Rewind 2018, that was a good example.
Oh yeah, that one sucked.
It sucks so bad that it was sacrificed of like, well, we can't make it unsuck, unfortunately. And it's still a mystery of what exactly happened. To create this disaster where it's kind of like betraying YouTube community. But I have a feeling that people are just intolerant. That they want it their way, and there is a natural way of things happening. Learning politics is crazy complicated, guys. Because you can always end up doing the same thing of like, if you don't like it, then get the fuck out of here. And you can do that when you please the majority. The only thing that you need to do to bring back dislikes is ask why. Because people end up being honest than dishonest. They don't really quickly pick up on how to answer this question. Why do you dislike? And as long as people are honest and they can't avoid expressing their feelings, then yeah, maybe we would understand why 2018 was the worst YouTube Rewind, and maybe we could actually put clues together and figure it out. We don't have to lose something permanently, but we have to take more responsibility in order to keep it alive, to keep power alive, because the more people there are, the more things are going to get out of control. You know, this can be used for politics as well, to influence people in a very dishonest way. And even though people have been using it for good purpose, they're not realizing how big this problem actually is. They are actually making fun of fucking children right now who aspire to be influencers, who try to tell their story, their perspective in life, where they're coming from, you know? And it's not about scaring them, it is demotivating them, not scaring them of like, oh shit, people don't like me. It demotivates them, it makes them question, and they become confused of like, what the fuck is happening here? What do I have to do? So many channels just get killed by this fucking dislike to this day. Because people refuse to explain themselves when they fucking do something bad. No, did someone tell exactly why they need dislikes? Unfortunately, they haven't. They just ended with sarcasm. Of like, oh wow, that's how we're gonna stop internet bullying, by removing dislikes. Yeah. Exactly. Because you can focus away from the negative into the positive. That's how simple life is. It's crazy. I know, bro. It ain't your fucking job to spread negativity, to create it, to spend time on it, to dwell on it. Uh-oh. It's like every horror game ever. Oh no, but I have to spend time on negativity. Look how beautiful this is. I have to be ready in case one of these attacks, you know? That's misinformation too. How are you gonna stop that if most people like it? You can't dislike this and pretend, like sometimes the ratio is even gonna like confuse the shit out of you even more Because most people are going to be fans when you enter an echo chamber. Most people are going to be fans, and you're going to be like, I guess people like this. So stop. It's not helpful right now. We did not invent anything good with the dislike button. Stop. Okay? Stop trying. You don't have good arguments. But please debate me, alright? Please. Someone has to stand up. One person has to stand up. One person has to be elected. If people are gonna keep yapping in the comments and pretending that I am still wrong, so one person has to come and debate me. I will evaluate from my perspective because I know I'm a very good evaluator too. I do that shit all the time. I evaluate things. And I'll give ground. I'm a humble person. I will give ground, but I will never give up. Okay? Because this is garbage. This should be disliked. There's a reason why horror games are on the rise. Horror fucking genre is on the rise. Because there's no actual way to cancel this. People avoiding this does not actually work. And at least, like, it actually created, like, this upwards trend, I feel like, just with the possession of dislikes alone. Just because dislikes existed, people thought that most people care about horror games. Like, all that bullshit. And the actual thing, most people are retarded. That's not the same thing as liking horror games. Just like there's retarded people, and they flock into this shit. They flock into where mental illness actually is visualized. Most people are very, very honest, my friends. And that's the horror that we fucking live in. Thank you for watching. There's a lot to work on right now. That's why I do Dead Mouse Drama, my friends. To catch all these fucking mentally ill people. Bye.